Did you have to search for, look for the incidents that you filmed, or they happened in front of you?
Well, I had to find these Golden Dawn members, but once I found them, I could say they were very proud to operate like that in the center of Athens. I didn't have to push, or I didn't have to, you know, to prompt them to do. That's their normal behavior there.
Were they not worried about you filming?
No, they were fully aware that I was filming them, and also part of my footage that's not in the real film is them being very proud about exposing that to Europe, about really publicizing their ideas.
What is extraordinary is that their ideas verbally are absolutely the words that Hitler used.
It's clear because, you know, Golden Dawn, it would be very wrong to say it's a general far right like Le Pen in France, or a fascist party even. Golden Dawn is a neo-Nazi, or if you like, a Nazi party, because all the ideas that, as we said, they're very proud, they are National Socialist ideas.
Obviously, people in Greece are suffering very, very, very hard circumstances. And so I wonder, I mean, how much real following do these people have?
Well, the issue with Golden Dawn is that there is a big part of the Greek population that doesn't know anything about National Socialism. So they're really impressed by, you know, this kind of power. They are really attracted by the power that Golden Dawn shows, the spectacle we can see here. But there is a very hard core of Golden Dawn, that is the ideological core, that really controls the party. So and
they were the sort of people you were actually filming?
Yeah, I mean, these members are not so highly ranked, but they know what the party is about. They're not ignorant.
And immigration is right at the heart of what they are talking about.
Yes, I mean, one of the main victim to blame is immigrants. So it's not only immigrants that they blame, of course, but with immigrants they find it more easy because they are weak, and, you know, it's more easy for them to attack them.
Hitler was obviously, you know, he moved on all sorts of people who might be German but might also be Jewish, for example. What about Jews in Greece? Would they be targets? What about homosexuals? I mean, these are the sort of people that Hitler targeted.
That's a very good question, actually, because, you know, Greece lost the biggest part of its Jewish population in the Second World War. Thessaloniki, which is the second city in Greece, lost 90-something% of the population. So yeah, Golden Dawn is clearly against the Jews. They, you know, they say we're anti-Zionist, but actually they are clearly anti-Jewish. Also, they're against homosexuality. Yeah, they say we don't accept homosexuals at the party, and it's more than clear, I would say.
What is extraordinary is that perhaps almost more than any other country in Europe, Greece has experienced emigration. I mean, they went to Australia in huge numbers, they have come here over time, I mean, since the Second World War. And yet they're completely intolerant, it seems, and prepared to be intolerant of people coming the other way, even though many of them may have experienced that themselves.
Yeah, that's very sad. You see, the immigration experience of the Greeks didn't help them be tolerant with immigrants. Unfortunately, because with Greek population becoming poorer and poorer, they're so much attracted by Golden Dawn ideas. So it's sad to see that their experience is not enough to make them think differently. The
most awful of the scenes that you depict were filmed in the summer after the election. They won 18 seats, but that was still a small number of seats, even though it was significant because they'd never won seats before. What about now? How strong do you think they are now?
You know, to be honest, according to opinion polls, which are not always accurate, of course, but now I would say they have something between 10, the minimum, and maybe a 17% would be the maximum. Nobody knows, but I'm sure that in the next elections they'll do a bit better than 7%, and that's a bit scary.
And they seem to be influencing other mainstream parties, like the New Democrats, who seem to have joined them in wanting to purify the police and the security forces.
Officially, the coalition that governs Greece now is against Golden Dawn. But what one can see, what one can observe is that especially New Democracy, which is the biggest part in the coalition, copies copies the agenda of Golden Dawn. So that's very sad to see that they think they will steal their votes, but actually I think these votes will return originally back to Golden Dawn.
You are Greek, you grew up there, you have lived there a lot. Where do you think this is going to end?
Well, you know, I'm not a prophet, obviously, but I think if something is not done with any Greek government improving the situation in Greece, giving people some hope, I can see the Greek far right being bigger and bigger. I don't think they will ever govern the country, but maybe they can reach to have 40, 50 MPs in the parliament, and then their power, if they do this with 7%, imagine what they'll do with 12, with 15.
Konstantinos, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you.